Welcome back to my Keep Up channel. Paul Hollywood splashes out on a £500,000 helicopter to whisk wife Melissa away to five-star hotels, with furious neighbours blasting Bake Off star for disturbing their sleepy village and terrifying their pets with the noise. Paul Hollywood has angered his neighbours after splashing out on a £500,000 helicopter, Mail Online can reveal. The Great British Bake Off judge, who lives in a £1 million mansion in Ashford, Kent, takes the chopper out for flying lessons and to take his wife Melissa away on romantic trips, but furious neighbours have hit out at the star for making so much noise. One neighbour, who wished to remain anonymous, told Mail Online, he comes buzzing back and forth every couple of days. He's been up and down like a yo-yo, and he flies so close over the top of people's gardens and houses. Many of my neighbours have horses and animals, which are very disturbed by the noise. He can only really fly it in good weather, so it's not been every day, but it's been a lot over the past few weeks. Paul, 58, is said to keep his Robinson Raven chopper at Manston Airport rather than the nearby Headcorn Aerodrome as he continues to work towards his private license. A private license is obtained after 45 hours of flight instruction consisting of 25 hours of dual flight instruction and 10 hours of supervised solo flight time, including at least 5 hours of solo cross-country. 5 hours may be completed in an approved flight simulator. Paul, who forked out £21,000 for sessions in a Second World War Spitfire, began training to become a pilot 2 years ago in a bid to escape the madness of his celebrity life. He explained at the time, "It's just you, a machine, and you're away from all the madness. Of course I'm a bit nervous. But up there you've got total freedom." Flight records show that Paul has been flying solo across the UK, often landing in the gardens of five-star hotels. He is even said to have installed a windsock in his garden to monitor flying conditions. There are concerns among locals, however, that his plans to use the helicopter to travel to the Bake Off tent for filming could increase the disturbance. While Paul splashed out £500,000 on the helicopter, it won't have made a dent in his finances because he banked more than £14 million last year alone. The celebrity baker, who has been a judge on the Channel 4 show since 2010, earned £14,146,703 in 2023. The Mirror reported Paul was receiving roughly £270,000 a week, making him one of the UK's best-paid TV stars. According to accounts for the company HJP Media LLP that handles his earnings, Paul enjoyed his most lucrative year ever. The firm also made nearly a £1 million profit in 2023, with additional assets worth over £4 million. Paul, who is renowned for his firm handshakes with contestants on the show, earned the big dough for being a loyal judge on the hit TV series. He received a £100,000 pay rise on top of his £600,000 salary for Bake Off ahead of the next series in September. His long stint on the baking show has helped him connect with supermarkets like Waitrose and Sainsbury's, where he has bought out ranges of cookware. As well as his TV career, the baker has published 11 books which have each sold over 700,000 copies. The latest accounts state in the paperwork, profit for the financial year available for discretionary division among members was £9,873,200. Members' interest after profit for the year was £14,146,703. Repayment of capital was £14,146,703. In May, it emerged that Paul and wife Melissa have put more than £80,000 of their own cash into trying to save her family's pub, which they want to turn into a home. Melissa revealed the business's struggles as she was supported by the celebrity baker at a Kent Council planning meeting. The long-serving landlady of the Checkers Inn near Ashford told councillors her parents have spent even larger sums trying to keep it afloat and said the business was dying on its feet. The Grade 2 listed village pub has long been in the hands of Melissa's family, who now want to turn it into a house. Her father Glenn Spalding submitted plans earlier this year to convert the property into a single dwelling, sparking a huge outcry from locals. The proposals had been recommended for approval, but the planning committee voted to defer its decision in order for more information to be gathered. Paul married Melissa in a Byzantine-style chapel set in the grounds of Cyprus' most exclusive hotel in front of 75 friends and family in September 2023. The couple tied the knot in the stunning Aia Athanasia Chapel, which forms part of the luxury Anasa Hotel, located on the northwest Akamas Peninsula, one of the most unspoiled areas of the holiday island. It was followed by a reception and then a late-night party in the hotel's entertainment area, which finished in the early hours. Guests included close family members and celebrity pals such as Paul's fellow show judge Prue Leith, who had been enjoying the Anasa Hotel's lavish facilities in the days leading up to the wedding. The couple had dated for 3 years before tying the knot. Paul previously said he finds being a celebrity horrendous. Speaking to the Radio Times about whether fame has been a positive experience, he said, "No, it's horrendous. I've always fought against the word celebrity, anyway. Right up to the age of 40, there was no way I thought I was ever going to be on telly. This came out of nowhere, and you have to adapt to it. There's no school to go to learn how to deal with the press, or your day-to-day life, and how to block it off without going crazy and getting upset. You can't. You just have to grow a very thick skin. Now I've got a skin like a crocodile." Paul has been a judge on the hit TV show Great British Bake Off since it started in 2010, co-hosting firstly with Dame Mary Berry and then Dame Prue Leith. The star was awarded an MBE at Windsor Castle for his services to baking and broadcasting in April. Paul, who was joined by family members including his mother Gil and received his honor from the Princess Royal, said he would love for the Prince and Princess of Wales to appear on the show. Speaking after the ceremony, Paul said being made an MBE had left him feeling very proud, but he wished his nan had been alive to witness it. He explained, "I was over the moon. When I first found out, I told my mum and she was silent on the phone, which is quite unusual for my mum. I wish my nan had seen it. She was very fond of the royal family, as we all are. But specifically, she would have been over the moon. But my mum was here today, so she was loving it." When asked which royal he would pick to compete in the bake-off tent, Paul said, "I think I'd go for Kate, and will they be more than welcome." He later spoke of Princess Anne, who presided over the ceremony, and said that he had previously met her before at Buckingham Palace. Paul said, "I've always been fond of the Princess Royal. I met her a few years ago at Buckingham Palace when the, then, Duke of Edinburgh wasn't very well. We were all with members of the royal family and I just happened to be there with Princess Anne. So to see her again today was fantastic. She did say, baking is so integral to the DNA of us all. We love the smell. And I said absolutely, I grew up with the smell. I think she's particularly fond of Chelsea buns. I promised her some, so I put myself on the spot there." When asked if the royal family were fans of the show, Paul confessed they were fully aware of it, yes. Source, dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.